Good evening, everyone. It's nice to have you back in my office again, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I've been doing in the last 2 weeks since we last met. The first thing that I want to talk about is the International Rally of New Zealand, which came here a couple of weekends ago. It was just absolutely outstanding. I have never been involved in rally cars in my life before, but I did get the opportunity to ride in one. And it was very exciting because the very ride after I had ridden in this rally car, it flipped and it made a great spectacular sight on TV that night. I don't know how poor old Jay Sharp is in Kaitaia. He was the man that was driving the car, but I just want to pass on my regards to him because he did a really good job with me and the car didn't roll. So that was the first thing, but I did make an opening speech there, and I want to tell you about that because I mentioned all the wonderful things that Whangarei has. I mentioned our beaches, our fantastic landscape, our town basin, all the great things that Whangarei has to offer people. And one of the organisers of the rally came up to me afterwards and he said to me, Morris, I just want to tell you you've missed out the best thing. I said, what are you talking about? He said, your speech. He said, you mentioned all these wonderful things that Whangarei has. But he said, you know what I think the best thing is that Whangarei has? And I said, no, you tell me. He said, it's your people. He said, your people are just amazing. He said, this is the place that the rally drivers love to come to because of your people. Your people are so friendly, they're so welcoming, and they are so helpful. And I felt really fantastic. That really blew me away because I actually think the same thing, that we are a great people, we are very accommodating, and we are very good to others. So that's what I want to tell you in the first instance. The second instance is that I had the occasion to have another Waipu school classroom come into my council chambers, and this is the third classroom that's come in. I must say the Waipu school children are just fantastic. They are so well behaved, well disciplined, and the teacher, Emma Cooper, got them to sing a song. Now I know Emma is an opera singer and I know that she's really, really good in that department, but I've never heard children sing such a complicated song so well. So well done, Waipu School. Then later on that day I went to the North Tech graduation. There were over 200 graduates there, and they graduated in things like fashion and things like te reo, and things like nursing and writing and physical education. I think there's more, but it was just amazing because there were so many people there, and 45% of the graduates were Maori. And I really, really love that idea, that sort of shows the sort of people that we are. It's true that about 50% of our population is Maori, and so why not have Maori graduates? And I thought that was just wonderful. Then the next day I went and joined in with the Anzac celebrations. They have put 600 crosses in Laurie Hall car park, and the school children were very much part of that celebration. And Anzac are doing just a fantastic job. The RSA really know how to engage with people and to involve them in this celebration. So on the 25th, probably before I talk again, we'll have this wonderful Anzac celebration down at the Laurie Hall car park. And I think it's just great. Today, I have been to the Golden Church and I've spoken to the U3A, the third age people. These are very intelligent old people who have graduated from university, and they get together fairly regularly, and we spoke to them about the presentation that we have for Whangarei at the Crossroads, and encouraged them to put in their submissions for the long-term plan. Now, I hope you've got that submission form in front of you, and please submit your ideas, your thoughts about what we should and shouldn't be doing for the next 10 years, because I know council staff and council laws have worked really, really hard on this. We have our ideas, and I think most people will go along with them, but there are a few issues that are really quite controversial, and we'd like your thoughts on that, please. And lastly, before I leave you, I was involved in the Albert Land celebrations at Port Albert last weekend over Easter. It was just an amazing time for us all. Our family went down there, and we went down 3 times, the Friday, the Saturday and the Sunday. The Friday for the opening ceremony at the Port Albert Domain. The Saturday we took a bus ride around the area, which was just amazing. And then we had the dinner on the Saturday night at the Tihana Marae. That is a most fantastic place to go to. It was so professional, so well done. It was a very, very exciting time. Then on the Sunday, we went back to Port Albert. We performed our own little Cutforth ceremony down there at the Port Albert Cemetery, where my great-great-grandfather and great-great-grandmother have both been buried, and there are no gravestones there, so we put a little plaque up to say that they were interred in the cemetery. So it was really quite poignant in a way. Then we went off to a church service, and then we walked over the old Pettit and Cutforth farms that my great-grandfather walked upon, and enjoyed the company of his new wife. I think her name was Sarah, and they got married in, I think, 1863 or 64. They came out on the same boat together. So we have a bit of history there, and I know lots of people in the north are Albert Landers, so hello to everybody. So there we are. That's been my week. It's been very, very busy. I've got a couple of very busy weeks up ahead. Tomorrow I'm off to Auckland to talk about the changes that the government are making re the local body things, and I'm looking forward to that. And then I've got a very full week again next week. Life keeps going on, doesn't it? So thanks very much.